You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.
All right, everybody, how you doing? It's Captain Jack here, and hopefully you can hear me. We'll be looking at that in just a minute. Let me see if I can get some of these comments up. I see that Hot Meal is in the house. Good to see that, and Chris Donnet is here as well, and Dwayne T. Good to see that as well. I see. Oh, actually, that's got to be. And again, I'm letting everybody know. I know who this is because what the aspect is. Facebook users, folks, if you are watching on Facebook, please go over to YouTube. Now, here's the thing. I am very happy to say that I am broadcasting multiple things. Yeah, Matt, we're going to get to that in a minute. Okay. So for folks that are on Facebook, in fact, I'll probably put a thing on the bottom. Facebook users, go over to YouTube, because see, there's another Facebook user here, and see, Don Webb is here. Thank you there, Don Webb, for coming aboard. Okay, Matt. Well, congratulations there. Thanks for the. Well, I'm glad that the audio is good because you can hear me. Here's the news of the day that you guys should probably know. Carson Wentz to the Colts. If you've been living under a rock today, you didn't hear about that. Okay, so we'll be talking about that. Again, if you're on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, please get over to YouTube. The reason why I say that is because a lot of times I can't see who is giving me the responses, okay? And it's hard for me to keep up. It's hard for me to keep up. So, okay, I can see some of them, but some of them I don't see. And Hot Neil, I hope you're feeling better. So let's get, it says can't post some of the comments. Now, here's the other thing I was telling you about, okay, is that if you're on my YouTube, because I'm still having that contest about when you submit a $5 donation via the super chat and super stickers, you are going to be involved in the, Chris, I'm watching the Flyers game too. I'm watching right now. It's third period, 16 minutes and 14 seconds to go. So I'm watching some. Okay. And thanks for everybody for being here. Chris, I'll let you know what's going on. But again, if you're watching on other things, sometimes the Facebook chat is viewed. Sometimes I can't see it. And I just want to say that I am very, very thankful to be on the Northeast Sports Net. I want to make sure I get that right, because they are, it's Nesson. No, it's Northeast. What the hell? The Northeast Streaming Sports. There you go. Northeast Streaming Sports Network. I got to show Leslie a couple because I'm obviously partial to my Raiderettes. But this is a sports call-in show. But I needed to make sure that I have the Northeast Streaming Sports. I got to get that right, especially because they were kind enough to pick me up. Northeast Streaming Sports Network. And there you go, Homer. I just did it. Did you see it? That sounds like my impersonation of what's the small dude who used to run for president? Can you see it? Can you hear it? Can you see it? He was from Texas too, and I do smile like that. Oh man, I was doing a lot today because I'm trying to keep up. And there you go, Ross Perot. Can I get a word in? Can I say it? Can you see it? I did smile like that. We're talking about sports, and because I of course, as soon as I'm done with all this stuff, I get the eye migraines. Jose, I miss you as well, brother. And I'll be honest, I've been off for a while. In case you haven't figured it out, the events of the big game, a couple of weeks ago were not my cup of tea. It has been a while, Leslie. Yes. Please stop by more often. Please, and I can see. Good, you're on YouTube. Thank you for being on YouTube. My goodness, my eyes suck tonight. Kind of like the officials in that big game we were talking about. And again, I want to thank Northeast Streaming Sports for picking me up. We are broadcasting on my YouTube channel, on their YouTube channel, on my Facebook, on their Facebook, on my profile, a couple different profiles on Facebook. So we're there. But obviously, if you want to get involved in the contest, of which, it's eye migraines. It's eye migraines, Doc. It's eye migraines. And I will say that I'm almost up to 100 because people were saying, have you had the contest yet? No. But I will tell you this. I finally got like the majority of my prizes together. I have jerseys, knockground jerseys. I have a signed jersey. I have Fathead. I have regular mini helmets to give away. Okay. We'll find out. We'll find out because if he does, I've heard that the Raiders might even draft. We'll see. But there's a lot going on, and I got my iPad somewhere. Yeah, the big game. Yeah, I know. Am I allowed to say Super Bowl? Because I know that you can't say Super Bowl because then they come after you. When they come after you. So, oh, well, okay. Well, Hot Neil, I'll be honest, man. I'm trying to get things together here for the I didn't forget about anybody's anniversary. I gotta take care of things here. Again, if you are watching on Facebook, I gotta put that in a banner. Let me do that. Excuse me for a second. Excuse me while I kiss this guy. And it's Kiss the Sky, but remember it was a joke. You know, what the most misquoted things in music history, like, you know, Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze. You know, the words are obviously "excuse me while I kiss the sky," but shit. The Rangers scored a goal. Frick. Oh, by the way, no F words tonight. Ever. You can't do F words here. Here we go. There we go. Hopefully that works. So we'll go back to the comments. Jason Dean. There you go. So Jason Dean's was in for a penny, in for a pound. See, now I got to get my and I have the things here. Jason Dean, thank you, sir. JDH, that's how I know it, and that's $5. Thank you, sir. And that's on 2/18. I would say this. God, where the hell did I put it? I think I had 92. So if that's right, we'll call it 93. I do have a list. Man, I ain't gonna put that. Yeah, I know Rangers scored. First two picks should be defense and best available. I agree there, Dwayne. Yeah, no F words. Because again, I'm on the Northeast Streaming Sports Network, and I can't do that. I promised Tristan we'd be making cookies. Oh, okay. Well, thanks there, Leslie. Wow, it's since such a long time, Leslie. Thanks for coming over. And take care of yourselves out in Vegas, honey. And, you know, I want to say something to this person. Okay. Let me get it back. Where is it? To Jimmy Farrell. You know, Jimmy, and don't be mad at me, but I thought with my Verizon, I actually got, was it Hulu and Disney Plus? You take care, Leslie, by the way. And I'm watching Bob's Burgers because I get a chance to do that. And what's the guy's name? Teddy? The other guy on Bob's Burgers? I think his name is Teddy. Every time I hear Teddy, I think of James Farrell because it's just the way he sounds. Go by, and hopefully we'll get a call from James Farrell tonight. No, Homer, you can't. I would prefer if you don't, because A, they can't use it on their programs, and we are trying to go better. And as you guys know, I can do a show. I try to do a show, and we can do a show without swearing. It's fun, but do it without swearing. Yeah, I was going to say, and again, Chris, but he's still a little bit too conservative. Okay. Yeah, and we'll talk hockey too. But let's talk to the big news of the day. Other than the Flyers are actually losing 2-1 to the Rangers, the big news for the day comes out of Philadelphia, and we've all said it, we've all heard it here because Matt let the cat out of the bag. Is that Carson Wentz, the disgruntled quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, and I said that correctly, of the Philadelphia Eagles, finally was traded. Homer, if you listen to George Carlin's The 7 Words You Can't Use, and then he had the addendum, yeah, just don't swear, please. Oh yeah, Jose, great. And thank you there, Jose. 3rd round and a conditional 2nd. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. And I agree with that. Gus Bradley needs the pieces, but he also needs the mentality needs to change. The mentality needs to change. Yeah, they love George Carlin, of course. And Jimmy, I'll take your word for it because again, I'm watching the game, but the big news is because again, we were talking about where all these quarterbacks are gonna wind up. Okay, where are they gonna wind up? And by the way, Jason Dean, I know you're in. So again, if you are going into Jerry D, wow, Jerry D's here too. Great to see you, bud. Why is that banner not showing? Ah, I know why. There you go. Operator errors. I'm stupid. Thanks, everybody. But yeah, here's the thing. Because everybody was watching and waiting to see what Wentz is going to go on. We'll see what other people are going to draft. It's going to be a very tumultuous market in the draft and free agency for quarterbacks. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot. Oh, yeah, 15 views? Wow. Okay, thanks, Don Webb. Again, I can't see everybody, but please head over to YouTube and share the video. And the Pittsburgh Report is coming on. Good. But again, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on other things, get over to the YouTube channel, please. One of these days, here, let me cross my fingers. One of these days, YouTube might actually pay me. It's not a lot of money. It's just the thought. It's the thought. I think you do, Jim. It's the deep contemplative thought, and I think you sound like Teddy. It's not. I mean, it's just the way that he composes himself. It's not a slam. It's not a slam. It's just it's funny. Oh, Dwayne got another. Dwayne actually had some, so I know Dwayne had a lot of entries. I got to get that out. So Dwayne, $5, because Dwayne actually had the most entries. But again, let's go to that. And good evening, Ed Winchell here. About time Ed Winchell shows up. I like that. Yeah, Dan, Hot Neil, we're praying good things for you. Who else is there? Oh, China's here. Wow. It's great. See, Thursdays are good, and I'm definitely going to try to do my Thursdays. Hey, Sophia. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, Sophia. Wow. Good to see you as well. Yeah, I am. The monetization is I've done that, but I'm just waiting on Google to pay me. And thanks there, Ed. You know, in fact, Ed Winchell called me yesterday. I think it was yesterday, and said, we haven't heard from you yet. People were wondering if I was okay. Homer asked me if I was okay. And I'm more worried about Homer and China being in Texas than y'all worrying about me, because anybody that's in Texas, I worry about, because it's friggin' cold there and there's rolling blackouts. I'm good. I'm good, Sophia. And Tiffany's over here. Thank you there, Tiffany. Always good to see her. So what we got, let's talk here. Big words. Carson Wentz leaving. Indianapolis is going to be a lot better than they were last year. Because remember, they were a playoff team. And Jason Dean's going to be calling in. I know Texas tough. I get it. But still, it's friggin' cold down there. And it's cold and it's miserable. Wow, Pens are spanking you, huh? I know Jimmy Farrell's going to call in too. So let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, and I got my phone line now. Okay, there we go. Remember, if you're in with YouTube, okay, can I do that without? Trying to figure out if I can. Oh, if I can edit it. There, let me edit it. There we go. Okay, let's show that. Save that. See if that works. And then see if I can I do a scroll too? Yeah, okay. There we go. We got a scroll. We got people to call in, and my line, the phone is up. There you go. Oh, I know, James. I know. And you know, in the snow when it's friggin' it's cold AF. And Matt, yeah, Colts got a legitimate quarterback. They're gonna be better because they're gonna be who's this? Oh wow, well, Carly, thank you there. Good to see you as well. So we have the Dominican Republic online tonight. Will's my son in the DR. And thank you, Jason. Hit the like button. You'll have to tell me. You'll have to keep it, because the people that are watching, I just get the total number. So I don't know how many are watching on YouTube and how many are not. Okay. And he's in Fargo. Okay, you know, I know. There you go. And we got a phone call. Why? There it show. Okay, we're gonna talk to Hot Neil real quick. Hot Neil, how you doing, brother? What's going on?
How you doing, Captain?
I'm good.
I'm hanging there. I'm back in the hospital again tonight.
Okay, hang on a second there. I need to make sure. Okay, talk again.
Okay, I was saying that I'm back to the hospital tonight. Not feeling very well.
Okay, I'm not, folks. Can you hear Hot Neil? Because I got it's not coming through. It's not coming through my speakers. So let's. Oh my goodness. Let's do this. Hang on a second.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you, but I'm not sure if everybody else can. Okay.
Okay.
Hang on a second. Okay, speakers. Let's do this. Check one. Talk, Hot Neil. Or yeah, go ahead.
Okay. No, I was saying I'm back to the hospital again. Today,
Bye, Sophia. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm back in the hospital today. I was working in my house and I fell down and I'm losing balance like crazy. And I found out I have a tumor in the brain, so I'll be in Miami hopefully next month. They want to remove the tumor. I have a tumor behind my head.
Okay, well, Hot Neil, again, I want you well. We all will be praying for you, brother. So I appreciate you calling in, and so that we can hear from you. And I'm going to let you go because I got Jason Dean calling in as well. But you be well.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Thank you.
All right, that was Hot Neil, and let's all have some good thoughts on Hot Neil. Raider. Well, okay, now wait a second. Is it Jason Dean on the line, or is it Raider Demon King?
Jason Dean.
Okay, I want to make sure that I'm talking to the right person.
How you doing, Captain?
I'm good.
To see you, my friend.
I'm good, man. And if you guys can hear the callers, that's great because I won't need to put my earphones on. I don't know why it's not coming. Yeah, I can hear you fine. I hear you fine.
All right.
Go ahead.
Everything going to Captain Jack's well.
I'm doing okay. I'm doing way okay. I just want to make sure that everybody else is, because again, I think I'm worried about Texas.
We're okay. We're tough down here. Where the part of Texas I'm in, we didn't lose power. We had no hot water for, I don't know, what do you think, about a day and a half? Other people got hit even worse. No power, no heat, no hot water, no cold water. It's a little bit different being down here. Like the infrastructure wasn't prepared for all this. You know, coming from Pennsylvania where we have plow trucks, we salt the road, we get prepared nights before. Down here, it was way different. It was like shut the whole state down. I don't know how it was up where Homer was or where Raider China was, but yeah, it was pretty bad around here. I haven't really had work all week, and I'm only 10 minutes from my job.
Right.
You know? So, and yeah, because I work in a certain warehouse and we have stuff coming in and that, and they told me, yeah, don't even worry about coming in. It's okay. I'm like, all right then, you know, we don't just want everybody to be safe, and you know, it is what it is. I get it. Like I said, a lot of people down here are not prepared for this. You know, if anybody can help out. You know, if you see someone stuck on the side of the road, I'm talking anybody that's on listening right now that's in Texas. If you see somebody stuck on the side of the road, get out and give them a hand. If you see an elderly person need help with something, get out and help them. This is the time where show that we are human and that we are one, like we're one person, we're united. Let's show that. I know we're getting prayers for Texas and all that stuff. Well, us as Texans and me being a new Texan, let's show what we can do. I know we can handle this as Texans because I know the people that I know down here are all strong individuals, and I know they are. I know that this is going to go away, and we're just going to come out of it stronger. And hopefully the Texas government will be more prepared next time. Instead of saying, you're fine, just tough it out. What the hell is wrong with people? Tough it out. But the governor of Texas, I think he's the governor. Cruz? I think
no. Ted Cruz is the senator. Governor is Abbott, Greg Abbott.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Cruz was heading to Cancun until everybody started seeing it, and now he's back.
Oh man, I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole.
Oh God, it's just as bad as being in Pennsylvania, raging them up there. They're all a bunch of savages. But let's talk some sports.
Yes, let's talk some sports.
Talk some sports. Pitchers and catchers. How about that? It's coming to fruition.
Yeah.
The year's going to be starting soon. Baseball's going to be starting. And y'all know what that means. The quest for 28 for the New York Yankees.
And I actually saw when I saw something today, or it was the other day, I think that they said the odds of the Yankees making the playoffs are like 96%.
Oh yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, I was going to say, and again, the way the Rays have been gutted this year with pitching.
Oh, they're done. They're done. They're going to finish either third or fourth in the division. I mean, they're done. Boston is they got a couple new guys. I'm more worried about Toronto of anybody. You know, I'm worried about the Blue Jays.
Right.
Other than that, I'm not worried about no one. This is what I want to talk about. I was reading this article about the Yankees, the top 50 prospects. Mm-hmm. We have 3 in like the top 15.
Wow.
The kid's name, if any of you guys are a baseball fan, I know Ed Winshaw, I know Jerry, go look up Jason Dominguez.
Okay.
The kid, he's a five-tool player. And those of you that don't know baseball, five-tool is the best of the best. You got an arm. You can play defense. You can hit. You got the smarts. You got the base. Five-tool. Mike Trout is a five-tool baseball player. This kid, at his age, at 17, is better than Trout at 17.
Wow.
Now, that's saying less. That's saying a lot.
Yeah.
Because Trout got better through the years. You know what I mean? He got better and better. But this kid, there's something about this kid. And he's a center fielder, and we have another kid who's a center fielder as well. So one of them are going to move. I think Dominguez is going to go either the right or left. But that outfield next year with Aaron Judge, this Dominguez kid, and probably Clint Frazier is going to be the best outfield in baseball.
Now, so you're going to move Stanton to DH?
Stan Bass should be gone. All that money for a couple hits, he's going to have to go to DH.
Okay.
He's not playing the outfield no more. He can only stay healthy here and there. But when he is healthy, he can play the outfield. He still can move.
Right.
As a guy his size, he still got wheels.
It's just a matter of him playing because, he gets injured too much.
True. That's true. And it scares me about Judge, too. But these kids that we have coming up, this Dominguez kid, I'm telling you, he's going to be the next great one. I gotta say it, like watching this kid. Like even watch them. Yeah, you're right, Brian. The Dodgers will be tough, too, because they got all that pitching. But remember what sometimes, I hate to say this, but they got too many Chiefs and not enough Indians on that team.
By the way, the Flyers scored a tying goal with 1 minute and 14 seconds left with an empty net. So that's good for me because, I was upset when my Flyers were not on the ice. And considering that they're down 7 players,
Yes. My girlfriend is she's a Dallas Stars fan.
Okay.
Yeah, she likes hockey. She likes basketball too. We're Mavericks fans down here. But of course I'm a Vegas Golden Knights fan.
Right. Now
she ain't gonna say nothing about that.
What I'm gonna say though is hopefully they allow the goal. They kind of like don't a lot of times they don't. But what I wanted to say is when the schedule comes out, hopefully there will be other things in Dallas that weekend because I'd like to do a hockey game or a basketball game with people while we're there watching the Raiders take on the Cowboys. And this way we can have maybe a Raider event at either a Mavs game or a Stars game. I definitely would love to do that. Hopefully it'll work.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, hopefully it'll work.
Yeah. And okay, since we did a little baseball, talked a little bit hockey, not too much, but let's get into football. Let's get free agency, Captain.
Okay.
Let's get into it. Carson Wentz got to the call.
Yes.
It's scary.
Yes.
It's scary. If he comes back and plays like he did when he was on his way to the MVP season, the AFC's in some trouble because the Colts have a great defense.
Yeah. That's why I said the Colts are going to be a better team than it because they had a player in Philip Crimea Rivers that was basically they were winning in spite of him. But Carson went what? Matt, you can call next, but I want to. It's been a while since I heard from some people, so wait a second there. Let Jason finish his thought. But yeah, there you go. It is with the Colts having a quote unquote a real quarterback who plays better in a dome. It's gonna be a better team, and the Colts. Maybe they might be the favorites in the AFC next year because again, I see is Matt.
Here's who the favorites are.
Matt,
AFC.
chill. Go ahead, Jason D.
Give me 2 minutes and I'll let Matt call it.
Okay.
Here's who the favorites are in the AFC. If we, the Raiders, get Marcus Williams, safety from the Saints, 24 years old. The kid's gotten better every single year. If we, the Raiders, get Leonard Williams or Thompson, I think it's Devlin Tomlinson maybe, defensive tackle. If we get either one of them, we got that short up and we draft JOK or Zayvon Collins. We will be the spoilers in the AFC. I know we're hearing a lot of talk about Deshaun Watson to Denver and all this stuff. Deshaun Watson's not going to Denver. Deshaun Watson's not going anywhere. He might have to just sit the year out. They're not going to trade him unless somebody comes and gives them 7 first-round draft picks. No one's going to give up their whole future for one guy. I'm sorry, they're not. If anybody was going to, we would have. But you know what? We have a quarterback. We have Derek Carr, who's been good every single year. I get it. No wins. He's not winning games. But you know what? Get him a defense. He wins 12 to 14 games. Get him a defense. That's all I'm going to say on that, Captain. I'm so glad to hear from them. I'm glad you're back. Everybody out there in YouTube land, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit that like button. Raider Nation for life. Demon King out.
All right. Well, thanks, Sir Jason. Always good hearing from you, brother. All right. And Damon King is out. And I'm going to put this up again. Now, Billy, thank you. Now, you're watching, Billy, you're watching on Facebook. Let me put this on again. If you're watching on Facebook, get over to the YouTube channel, because again, I do people that I've had 2 people give me the super chat, super stickers. I believe 92. I have 2 more people push in tonight, so that should be 94. So when I get to 100, we're going to do that prizes. Like I said, and let me see if I can do that. Hang on here. The Matt Bouchane is here. Matt, real quick, Matt, one second before I do this. Okay, I hear this. Okay, let me see if people can see that. Okay, do you guys see where it says that thing that says country and it's a big blue?
Yeah, he's on the.
Okay, do you see that? That is a big plastic box thing full of prizes.
Hey, Captain Jack, how you doing?
I'm good, Matt. How you doing, brother? Good to hear from you.
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Me and Tom are waiting for our niece to come, so.
Okay, yeah. So now you both up in Fargo?
No, I'm in Fargo and Tom's in the UK. You know what he does.
I know. I thought that he might have come over, but no. Congratulations on you becoming an uncle.
Yeah, that's number 3. So.
All right. Well, that's great.
Yeah, my coworkers they listen to you. You know, I told about you. You know, so they like you. So.
Well, thank you. I'm glad. And again, Matt, and I have to. I appreciate you calling in, because I will admit, the last time that I kind of spoke to Matt when I was doing the Browns broadcast on the playoffs, I was a little bit of an a-hole.
Yeah.
I was.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. You know, the helmet cost the season.
No, it cost you a good scoring chance, and I really think that the NFL is going to look at that and change that. But I tell you what, here's the other thing, though. Here's the other thing, Matt, is that, God bless it, that my camera keeps moving. You have to do something when you have the opportunity. Raider Neil, thanks again. Raider Neil's in for this as well. But
there's going to be college football this. If you watch, NSU is going to be playing. The FCS.
I hear you.
Yeah, Trey Lance is probably going to go to the Vikings, or probably, New England.
I don't know, but you know what? They're definitely Trey Lance. I think is going to be has the capabilities to be a better quarterback than Carson Wentz.
Yeah, Carson Wentz now is a Colt. When Carson Wentz played at NDSU, it's cold in North Dakota.
Yeah, I do.
Cold. They have a dome. So
right.
If Carson Wentz played at dome, I can see them going to the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Them going to the playoffs.
Oh yeah, they're going to be better than they were last year, Matt, because they have a better quarterback. I was going to say, Old Man Rivers, they were winning in spite of him. So getting a better quarterback is going to make that team so much better. So much better.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to talk to you, Cap Jack. I know the Super Bowl, I was telling guys at work, you put pressure on Mahomes, he's going to sack, he's going to incomplete pass. That's how the Bucs won it, man. That's how the Bucs won it.
Well, and I was going to say the Bucs defense, and I'm going to be kind enough to call them by their real names because I can't stand them. The Bucs
fake pirates. I know you call them the fake pirates.
Yeah, I got it. But or even worse things, but I can't use the F word. But
yeah, you can't do that.
but the Bucs defense won that Super Bowl. Okay.
Yeah, they were like hardcore,
Yes, they and I tell you what, but I will say this though, the officials played a major role. I was going to say the Bucs played a better game, but when the Buccaneers were allowed to hold for the old man a lot, and that they called a lot of ticky-tack defensive penalties.
What happens when the goat comes.
Oh,
he ain't the goat plays.
He ain't the goat, dude. He ain't the goat. He is the statistical person with most Super Bowl rings. But you know what? Last time I checked,
ESPN plus it.
The last time I checked, it is a team. It is a team that wins. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
100%. It is a team. So he has, as an individual, and who's calling? Okay, Jared. I'm gonna let Matt.
Finish up, Cap Jack.
Go ahead.
And, if you want to watch ESPN free, the Bison are going to be playing. They're going to play Youngstown State. For football. I don't know why they did that. I do not know why they didn't play for because Big Ten they canceled and suspended, started up. Pac-12 suspended and started up.
Right. Now I was going to say other than NDSU, who is your favorite college team? Other than the Bisons.
Right. USF Bulls, man, that's my team. Tom likes the Gators, like you.
Right.
So USF's got a hard schedule. They have to play Florida State. They have to play BYU. It's gonna be hard.
I got you.
Yeah. So, all right, bro. You take it easy, my friend.
Hey, I got to ask you as well, Matt.
Yeah.
Are the Browns going to be better next year?
They'll be in the playoffs again.
Okay.
They'll be in the playoffs again. Wild card team again.
Okay.
We don't know about the Steelers. Steelers, that old man Roethlisberger, man, he can't do nothing. So.
Okay. Well, and we're going to talk to Jared in a second, so we'll get his opinion on that. Thanks again, Matt. You take care, brother.
You take it easy, man.
All right. That was Matt, my Browns fan, and we go right to the Pittsburgh report with Jared. Jared, how you doing, brother? What's going on with you?
Not too bad. How you been, Captain Jack? What's going on?
Not bad. I needed the proper. What is it? I needed the proper motivation to get back to doing a show because again, I haven't been motivated because of the big game, and then I also wasn't motivated because my Flyers were out like for what, a week to 10 days. They hadn't played a game until tonight. So, I really didn't have a lot of motivation to do a show. Wow, that was almost a goal. But I with the Carson Wentz trade, I had to do a show tonight. Tonight.
Yeah, and right now in Philadelphia right now, I mean, a lot of people are just probably saying thanks for the relief, however, but at the same time, the coach's going to have to take up all that money. And you know what, however, at the end of the day, this was the third domino to fall. I mean, we saw the first two, of course, a few weeks ago with Stafford and Goff being traded. I mean, Wentz, we were probably going to wait until free agency here in another 3.5 weeks, but now he's the third domino. Now that leaves the question, where does Darnold go? Where's Watson going to go? I mean, where are they going to end up? I keep hearing Watson's looking at Carolina. I keep hearing Watson could be heading to the Jets. I keep hearing San Francisco and everything like that, however. And Wrigley wants to ask me, the team's going to keep the rock because the 41 million looks like a big load. To answer you, Neil, no, I don't think so. I really don't. And I'll tell you why. Because, I mean, you look at that money, you look at what Al Villanueva, one of the tackles, is getting at 10 to 12 million. You look at what Bud Dupree, the linebacker, is getting, and they're talking about going after J.J. Watt. But now J.J.'s looking at teams like Buffalo. He's looking at Cleveland. He's looking at Green Bay. Who knows where he's going to end up, however. I mean, he is probably going to be the next domino to topple over, however, before any of these quarterbacks do. But I just think Ben's not worth the $40 million. Although, I will say this, however. Pittsburgh has been talking about going after a running back in the draft. One of our sports writers even said today, however, if the Steelers are going to try to improve their running game, I can look at Harris from Alabama maybe being on the board when it's the Steelers' turn in the first round.
Okay. So who's that running back you're thinking about?
Najee Harris, the running back
At
from
Alabama. Yeah, that would be a hell of a back. That would be a nice pickup.
Help in the running game, however. I mean, right now, however, you've got Benny Snell, you've got McFarland, who's a 5'8", 5'9" kid. If you want a bruising type running back for the next maybe 5 to 10 years, I mean, this Harris kid could be the real McCoy. Or you go outside and get a center. I mean, Pouncey just retired, however, last week, however. I don't know if they're going to go that route. But speaking of the Steelers, I will say first off, congratulations. It's about time Mr. Flores and Mr. Woodson are going in. And we've got a pretty good class coming in this year. Drew Pearson going in, Faneca going, Coach Coward, or Paul Amolo. We've got a very dynamite class, however, going into Canton this year.
Yes, we do. In fact, are you going to be heading over there? Because I'm going to try to be there in August.
I hope so. I really do. I do want to go for sure. However, I mean, a lot going on, of course, this year. I mean, my cousin's getting married here in a few months, however. I mean, obviously, of course, right before Easter. I'm with groomsmen in the wedding and everything like that. The other big news, of course, everything's going well. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I was talking to Eddie Winchell about this earlier tonight, offline. Yeah, I think Ben is all but gone at this point. Our new dog is doing very well. She's now 20 weeks old, however. She loves her daily morning walks from me, however, so she gets them every morning if it's not in snow and icy, which has been the real big story up here over the last few weeks, however. But finally, however, hopefully the snow and ice will start to melt. The spring will be here before you know it.
Yeah. And I know that I'm going to be in Canton, and I think that, provided that I have all my shots by then, and that the pandemic will be down, because again, I don't know why they haven't opened up shots for people with health issues, because I should be one of the people on the list that should be getting a shot, and and I don't. They haven't scheduled me one yet, so I'm getting a little antsy. I'm getting a little antsy.
Well, here's the thing, though. I mean, we'll talk about the NFL. I mean, I know the schedule's coming out a while down the road, but one thing I keep hearing, however, I don't know if it's been confirmed. I mean, I'm looking at the Steelers schedule this coming year. Obviously, the Raiders are coming here. Hopefully, you and the Raiders gang will be coming here. We will welcome you with open arms. I will be one of their few that will welcome you with open arms. I will not discriminate. I will definitely be enjoying having you guys in my city or in my town, so we will have fun. We've got Denver coming here this year. We've got obviously the AFC North teams, Cleveland, Baltimore, Cincinnati. We also got Chicago and Detroit. But looking at the Steelers' road schedule this year, you got games in Kansas City, Green Bay, Minnesota, possibly. I mean, that's not going to be easy. And I heard there was already rumblings that there could be maybe either the first Thursday night game of the season, maybe the first Sunday night game, or even the first Monday night, depending on if Ben does stay. It could be Pittsburgh and Kansas City for that first week game. I could see that happening maybe. I mean, there's been some talk about that over the last few weeks I've been hearing.
Yeah, that would be a good game. But yeah. I mean, Roethlisberger has got to do something about that contract, because again,
he does.
And the thing is that if he doesn't change it, I think he's as good as gone.
Yeah, he's just going to finally hang it up. I mean, he saw Pouncey hanging up last week. His birthday's in a few weeks. He's just stalling the inevitable now. And at the same time, I don't know. I mean, at the same time, we're talking about J.J. Watt. I mean, right now, I just heard today that Buffalo, Colin Coward mentioned it today, Buffalo's showing their interest in him now. I don't know if he would want to go to a cold weather city, Howard. That's the thing. I don't know if he would handle stuff. Plus, we've seen him off and on injured over the last 4 or 5 years. Now, can he stay healthy for a full year? That is the big question. Plus, can you get him really cheap, Howard, depending on which team wants to throw their weight, Howard, and who wants to free up money on certain players,
Right.
So So I don't know, but baseball season's here before you know it. I mean, talk about baseball real quick. I'll get you out on this. I saw what happened. Obviously, last night you saw Fernando Tatis get that big mega deal, however, which is crazy beyond words. I mean, you talk about a team this winter who has been really just trying to compete with LA and just go on at the poker table. It's CNU. They got Musgrove, they got Darsh, they got Snell, and now you got Tatis re-signed for a big mega deal. And of course, you saw what LA did last week with Trevor Bauer. My team just stinks. I'll say it first and foremost. I've always said it. The Pirates stink. Their ownership's a joke. The front office especially, but it's definitely not going to win 50 games this year. But I will say how it's tough for your Phillies still losing your catcher for a month though with the injury. But don't worry, I think the Phillies are still going to be the team to watch out for. They can compete with Atlanta. I think the Phillies are going to have a breakout year. Mark my words, they're due.
I hope. I certainly hope.
So I will get my baseball thoughts in very soon. Of course, March Madness around the corner, and like I said, free agency will be here before you know it. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on this. So I will be in touch more often. So I'll let you know what's going on.
Yeah, and I know that you called the other day when there was things going on, and it just said I've been trying to, and I answered you the last time, and so it's not me not doing it. But I wanted to just say I'm going to wait tonight and talk about something that was worthwhile, and so there you go. And I'm glad I got here. I was talking to Ed. I'm actually working, the stuff that I do for a job. I actually am kind of busy with the telework stuff. So, that's a good thing.
That's what Eddie was saying. You've been very busy, but at the same time, you've also had warmer weather down there in the 70s and 80s, which we should be getting up here this time of year.
Hey,
the sunshine down there. I like it.
Live where you live, man. Live where you live.
Exactly. But yeah, like I said, I'll be in touch, like I said, how and everything. So yeah, just let me get my thoughts in for the night.
There you go. Hey, always good hearing from you, Jared. It's a pleasure. You know that.
All right, no problem. Talk to you soon.
All right. That was the Pittsburgh Report with Jared, which means that the line is now open. Let me put that banner back up. Okay. Let's see here. There we go. 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. Again, if you are watching on Facebook, please head over to YouTube. And we have had 3 more people put their $5 in for, and again, that's got to be at least, I think it was 92, so we're up to 95. So I will put a list out, but again, I don't know if you got, I don't think you could see that big blue box, because again, it has stuff on it. The big blue box has prizes. I was going through it. There's a bunch of jerseys, not, let's just say they're jerseys. There is one right now, signed Arnett jersey. That's the big prize. Again, you have the what is it? The picture here, back here. Can you see that? No. Okay. You got the Fred Biletnikoff pick, and I have a couple of these. So again, this is another one of the big prizes, is a Fred Biletnikoff signed pick. Okay. There are things to have, and again, the Jack Daniels. This is one of the top prizes too. Again, the Jack Daniels case here. So we'll get these. Like I said, we'll put them on the prize wheel. There are gift certificates to the Raider Image, which I will buy. I think $25 gift certificates. There's a gift certificate to JR60 brands, which he, Joker Raider, said that, if it comes up, I give him the information. It's a $25 gift certificate there. So it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Yeah, sure. Doc can call in. You can call in, Doc. Line is open, 813-699-0834. Ordered his wine. Oh, you talking about Woodson? I was talking about the Jack Daniels thing, but I like to get that Woodson wine. Baseball is getting ridiculous. Yeah, I tell you. Wow. Is that true, Neil? they spent more than the Oakland A's spent in a 5-year period. Is that recent Oakland A's or like the A's of the 70s? Because I know Charlie Finley was a legitimate tightwad. It's going towards 10 o'clock here. I got a new phone, by the way. It's an LG thin Q. And the one thing I had, first off, I had to, because, and I don't use phones very, very, I don't just buy a phone and the next year buy another phone. I had this one for like about 5 years because I don't like buying new phones. And the only reason why was because my phone was getting very slow, and if people are going, or the networks are going to 5G, and it was kicking it at 4G. And I wasn't getting internet a lot. So I upgraded. And the one thing I like about that phone, and I'm getting it in the offer, is that it has it'll like a flip extra screen, which is coming in the mail. I love that. So I open it up. It has an extra screen. I got a free, was it a tablet with it? Or, you pay for it, but you get the credit for the tablet. So I got that. And then I also got like I said, I got the Hulu and the Disney Channel. And I actually watched, I know it's you guys are letting me talk, so I'm talking. I actually had a chance to use the Disney Channel and Hulu. So I actually watched, and I've never seen it before. I watched the whole Mandalorian in like one sitting, a binge watch, because it was really cool. I liked watching it, and I haven't seen season 2 yet. So I want to do that on the weekend. But wow, Ben's 40 million is equal to the Pirates. And that's why I said you gotta consider that. Okay, I'll be kind. Roethlisberger, because again, I'm trying to watch my mouth. I have my name for him, but $40 million for one quarterback, that's old. Doesn't have it in his, doesn't have it pretty much anymore. No. So if you're watching, I don't know how many people are watching on YouTube. But hopefully most of y'all are watching on YouTube. Again, that's why I said, and I like, Chris, I knew the Flyers lost. But it's still a point. And they were playing without, was it like 7 players were on COVID? I agree. Ben can't win games anymore. Pretty much true. Yeah. Tiffany, and thanks for coming over, by the way, to YouTube. Do you know what my name form is, right? It's like a R word and then a P word together. And it kind of sounds like Roethlisberger, but it's okay. So that's what I call them. But I'm trying to watch for the censors. I'm sure you can figure it out. Good hearing from you, by the way, as well. And Tiffany, since again I'm going to be coming, and I have Don Webb here, and Don Webb and I are going to be in Canton this summer, and I'm flying into Cincinnati. So Don, meet Tiffany. Tiffany, meet Don. Hopefully we can, because they had that. Tiffany took me to this one. Tiffany and Sid, her husband, took me to this awesome restaurant in Kentucky, and it was the steak was beyond wow, and then it had that sauce, like the peppercorn sauce. It was awesome. By the way, those who were asking about my diet, I've kind of plateaued. Yeah, I'm at like 250 plus or minus 1 or 2. Some days I'm at 251. Some days I'm at 249. I can't really I just hit that plateau. So I don't know. And I've been eating. I admit it. I've been eating, but not excessively. But I've been eating. So we'll see. We'll see what the scale says tomorrow. But considering that it was, I figured it was and I was actually wrong. I told Bear I lost 27. I did the math wrong. I've lost 22 pounds because I went from 272 to my 250. So that's 22 pounds. That extra 5 pounds is a bit. So, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, Bagels are playing in Vegas. Well, yeah. Well, that would be great. If we get a chance to, like I said, if we can do that, because again, Don lives in and around Cincinnati. I know you guys you're gonna have to tell me. You're gonna have to tell me in like an IM. You're gonna have to tell me in an IM where that restaurant is. Maybe we can all go to the restaurant. But we'll see. But again, I'm talking. This is a call-in show. We've been here an hour, and I'm glad people like the beginnings of it. Again, if you are watching on the Northeast Streaming Sports Network, thank you for watching as well. I know that there are other shows on as well. I know that my boy Philly Sports Guy is on. But if you want to talk, and like I said, the Flyers lost. Flyers lost. And yeah, let me know about that. That restaurant is good. But again, call in if you're on Facebook. Please get over to YouTube. Again, we've had 3 other people: Jason Dean Hunter, Dwayne T, and Raider Neil Backman give extra tips via the Super Chat Super Sticker. And so they were in, and I know I had it here. Let me see if I can find it. If I can, because I used to have it. No, it's not YouTube subs. Because I know I had the list. I have a bunch of different things here on my. Oh, here it is. Ah ha 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 ha. Okay. It is the. Hopefully, it comes up on this screen, because if not, you're going to see it over there. Oh boy, my computer's slow. There we go. Okay. So we had it. Well, okay, it was 91. So I was off by 1. So we had 91 as of 17 January. Now we have 94. So we add 3 tonight. Dwayne has another one. He now has 24. Raider Neil added 1. So he now has 8. And Jason Dean, I don't think Jason Dean was on here. Let me see. If Jason Dean wasn't on here, then that would be his first one, which is cool. Yeah, okay. So we're at 94. So I got the list. So in 6 more, we'll have some things done. Oh yeah, and I want to show this as well. If you had a chance to see, Violator, that's another reason why I'm going to Canton, is because not only is Charles Woodson going in, not only is Coach Flores going in, but Wayne Violator is going in, and it's awesome. He gets a chance to do that. And we're gonna hear from the Patriot fan, one of my other buddies here. How you doing, Doc? What's going on with you tonight?
I was wondering if you were still alive or not.
No, I still am. It's just that I'll be honest. Like I took some time off because I wasn't in the mood. And I needed to get things done, and so I was working on some other things. I was not in a good frame of mind having the local team win the Super Blow, and I said that correctly. It was a Super Blow. And then there was also, the Flyers weren't playing, so I really had nothing to talk about. So I think it's been about 3 weeks since I've had a show. So yeah, it's been a while. but I wanted to make sure that I was doing some. And again, thank you to the Northeast Streaming Sports Network. Make sure you follow them on YouTube as well as Facebook. And I'm pushing all of this out to all of those channels. But yeah, I just needed to relax for a bit. But now I figured it's about time for me to come in and do something. So, and again, if you're like I said, if you're watching on Facebook, get on over to YouTube. That's the way it should be. Go ahead, Doc.
Well, I am on Facebook. I am on YouTube.
I know, Doc, you are. I know you are. And like I said, hopefully you are giving me some likes. I don't know what the in fact, I haven't put YouTube on. I don't know who's watching. I know that the numbers are 11, but I don't know if those are all YouTubers or if there's folks that are still on Facebook or whatnot. But obviously, I like to make sure that I'm putting the word out to everybody because I want to get some more people on here, and we'll have because new people, new thoughts, and new calls is always a good thing. So what's going on with you, Doc? And
will you be going into syndication?
Well, I am monetized on YouTube. I just still they haven't sent me any money yet.
Okay.
And but working with the Northeast Streaming Sports Network, hopefully we'll get more people on to watch me as well, and we'll have new callers come in. So we'll see how it goes.
I have to tell my friends in the Northeast for you.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, I will. By the way, how are you and Lil doing? She's doing okay?
Yeah, she's doing okay.
That's good. And Robert and Jenny?
They are good. Robert obviously is still over on the East Coast with his daughter, and Jenny and all her kids are out in San Diego are okay. They're in California, so I guess they're as good as can be. And I think Jenny was really happy that when she found out that I bought a new shall we say a new 5.56 and I just bought a new Beretta, she's like, ooh, and I'm like, yes, Jenny, okay, we'll figure that out when when I'm no longer here. Obviously, the weapons are up for grabs.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
By the way, question for you,
sir.
What's the next move for you? Are you going to be as far as the Oakland Raiders go? I mean, I apologize, the Las Vegas Raiders. What is going to be their next move? Because everybody seems to get a little quiet around them. And some people in the news media are talking about John Gruden. I guess he isn't one of those really hard defensive guys. He's more of the laid back and like a regular West Coast offense guy. He's a little different from a lot of coaches. Do you think he's going to last through his contract? Yeah,
because it doesn't say that he's going to be the head coach for 10 years. It just says that he has a 10-year contract with the Raiders. And that's what a lot of people that's what a lot of people read into it. They say he's got a 10-year contract. He's going to be the head coach for 10 years. No, he's got a 10-year contract with the team. To what capacity? We don't know. Also, we don't know how that contract is written. It might be maybe only the first 5 years of that contract are guaranteed, and maybe the last 5 years are not. So we know that we've had John Gruden for 3 years. I figured he's going to be their head coach for another 2 years. But after that, you don't know how that contract is written. The only people that know are the lawyers, Mark Davis and John Gruden. That's it. So nobody else really knows how that contract reads. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting that way. Yeah, by the way, my boys are going to be a little interesting coming up. I don't think Bill Belichick knows where he wants to get his quarterback from. I think he's scared now.
Well, he's had to figure out that, he has to have a team that and again, you know it and I know it. In basketball, it was the Jordan rules. In the NFL, it's the Primatama rules. Okay. So, you don't have all your offensive linemen can hold with impunity because Primatama is back there as your QB. That didn't happen this year. And so you're going to have Belichick's going to have to figure out what is he going to do for quarterback, because I doubt seriously that that old boy is going to be his quarterback anymore.
Jimmy G ain't coming back. He is not going to go back to the Patriots. I guarantee that.
Well, he will if McDaniel is still there.
No, I don't think McDaniel's going to stay very much longer. I think he's going to walk eventually.
Well, and see, that's the thing. I think so as well, but that's why it's going. McDaniel is trying to wait on Belichick because he wants to coach the Patriots. He does. He wants to coach the Patriots. But Belichick basically keeps refusing to retire. So
yeah,
I think that especially if the Patriots have a good year this next year, that he's going to be around a little bit longer. And there you go. I'm sorry, I'm missing some of the things here. No, I don't got anything from Lester Hayes. Sorry, Dwayne. And Danny Panache was in here. Thanks again there, Danny. Is that Danny as well? Other Danny? Yeah. I'm not sure if that's other. Yeah, that's my boy Danny, the UCF guy. Yeah, I do have the 5.56. It's a Ruger. I got a Ruger 5.56, a Ruger 40, and I've gotten really proficient at shooting them both. And I just got the what is it? A Beretta 92X Compacts, and it's really nice. And I agree, Danny. If they get Mac Jones, that would be a great quarterback for the Pats.
I don't know about that. I don't know if what's his name will stay around long enough. Oh God, this is terrible. I'm losing my mind. I can't remember stuff anymore. If the offensive coordinator is still there and quarterback coach, I don't know if he's in McDaniels. If McDaniels is there, I don't know if he'll like him or not.
Well, McDaniels is a better coordinator than he was a head coach because he sucked as a head coach in Denver. Okay, but he's a very good coordinator, kind of like Neil. What is it? Oh my God, I'm brain farting his name. Turner. Turner, that was the offensive coordinator for the Cowboys, and then Turner, the head coach for the Raiders. There's coordinators, and then there's people that are good coordinators and not good head coaches. Danny was saying who it was. He's talking about McDaniel. Danny's also a Patriots fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Danny's a Patriots fan, and he's a real Patriots fan like you are. He's not a bandwagon. Can't tell you who the quarterback was before Primatama showed up. Okay. People say Drew Bledsoe. They said, oh, yeah, that was the quarterback that the Cowboys had before Romo. No. Drew Bledsoe was the quarterback before Primatama. I mean, these are people that don't remember stuff. So there you go.
Hey, by the way, the latest on Jim Plunkett, he's gotten real bad. He's in a bad place right now. He's in a real bad place. It's pretty rough right now for him. I would still like to find a way to meet him and to get his autograph. But if I couldn't, God rest his soul in peace if he goes. He's a great quarterback. He was ruined by the Patriots, unfortunately. But the Raiders gave him a chance, and he won 2 Super Bowls for him.
Okay, yeah, he did. And so now it's a matter of if you're gonna let Eli Manning into the Hall of Fame, I'm not saying he's getting there, but if you're gonna let Eli Manning into the Hall of Fame, you better make sure that Jim Plunkett's in before him.
When other Jim Flores is in, of course he'll probably get in.
Well, it took how long for Coach Flores to get in there, Doc?
Oh, God, what, 25, 30 years?
Yes. It's way too long.
At least.
Way too long.
And he's Raider inside now. He never went nowhere except for the Seahawks for a season or two. But he was Raider all the way through and through.
Yeah, but the thing is that because of his tenure with Seattle, okay. And by the way, he has a Super Bowl ring as a Kansas City Chief as well.
Really? I
Yeah,
didn't know
because
that.
he went from the Raiders to the Kansas City Chiefs. He was Len Dawson's backup when they won the Super Bowl. What was it, Super Bowl 4, when they beat the Colts? Yeah, when they beat the Colts in Super Bowl 4, he was their backup. So he has a ring with the Chiefs. He has rings with obviously the Raiders. Doc, I'm gonna let my next caller come in. You take care, brother.
Take care, man. Bye.
That was Doc, the Patriots fan, and we're glad to hear from Houston. Steve, how you doing, Steve? What's going on?
Oh man, it's been rough, Captain. We lost power, ground power for 36 hours due to the storms. It's been the coldest it's been since 1895 down here. It's got down to 13 degrees. I know some people think that might be t-shirt weather and everything, Captain, but it's coldest since 1895. Lost power for 36 hours. We finally got the power back, but then when we got the power back, everybody was taking a hot shower and had the heaters going, and the pipe burst over my room and everything. And so the north side of the house flooded, and now we got to deal with a plumber came by, professional, and but we were lucky because there was 11 people around us that all had pipes burst and ceilings fall. We just had a pipe burst, but it wasn't major. But I think we still got our ceiling, and we've got power, and we just haven't had water. So all we want to do is take a shower, wash our hair, wash our clothes.
Amen. And hopefully that'll get better for you, Steve. I hope it will.
Well, it definitely will, Captain, because it's I know I talk about things, but we're all looking out for you, Captain, and we're all looking out for each other. And brighter days are ahead. We saw a really professional plumber. He's going to come in first thing in the morning and come home the ceiling and work on it and get it fixed right away, and get pictures and everything for the insurance. But it's all going to work out because we're survivors. Isn't that right, Captain?
There you go. And I said I said this about Homer. I said this about China and everybody that's in Texas. And again, I knew you were there, and I apologize not naming you on that first list. But we think about all the people that are in Texas, and we want to make sure that everybody's as well as can be.
We appreciate that very much, Captain. Of course, we're always thinking about you and all of our other Raider brothers and sisters, and even people that aren't, wearing the silver and black, but they're also just really down-to-earth good people. Salt-earth people, as we always say, Captain. So everybody listening, you all are always in our thoughts and prayers, because when it affects one, it affects all of us, that we're all brothers and sisters in Christ, or, whatever you believe in and stuff, because especially right now with all this stuff going on, we're going to get through this and everything, but just wanted to get your comments, Captain. What do you think about it was tough for me to cheer for Tom Brady, but between those two teams, I kind of delighted in the fact that the Kansas City Chiefs had some, I'm going to find some humility. What say you, Captain?
Well, I pretty much, people know I was not rooting for the local team. Right. I wasn't. And it's because I live here. And that's the reason why. People ask me why. I said, I live here. And I know what most of the fans of the Tampa Bay team, I will say that, they are some of the worst fans overall, not all of them, but overall, a lot of the fans are just ignorant, clueless, and they're horrible. And the people might not like me for saying it, but it's true. But and that's why I was rooting for the other team. Because, and it's hard when you are a Raider fan rooting for a Kansas City Chief team. But, I've calmed down a little bit, again, I'll just deal with the ignorance here. And it's one of those things for, we're going to deal with the Tampa Bay team saying yada, 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 yada. And, it's just not going to happen. And I always said that what I wanted to see. Hey, Robert Hawk, thanks for being here. Robert Hawk, please come over to YouTube, brother. I see the Facebook logo, so please come over to YouTube. And it has been a while, but I say that the one positive thing was that the Mahomes, and I used to call him, was it Darlene Kermit State Farm Cojones? Okay. he ain't gonna get right. He ain't. The Chiefs aren't getting their third Super Bowl. They still are stuck on 2. They actually have a 2-2 record in the Super Bowl, which is 500, which is less than the Raiders' 600 win percentage. The Broncos have I think they are like 500 because they've won 3 times, but they've lost like 3 or 4 times. So I know, so I know that they have either a 500 or less percentage. Obviously, the Chargers or the Garglers, what I used to call them, they're 0-1 in the Super Bowl.
Right.
So there you go, Robert Hoff. Thank you for being here, brother. Yeah, like I said, I like to get everybody over on YouTube. And, it's just the fact is that the Raiders have got to be a bit better. And I think, remember, the Raiders and the local team are the only team to beat Kansas City this year at full complement. And I will say this as well. The local Tampa team caught Kermit Darlene Cajones when he had a concussion. And you can't tell me that he was playing at 100%. You can't tell me that. He wasn't. He wasn't playing at 100%. So are you still here?
Yeah, I am, Captain. I was just going to say, what I found ironic about this, back when the Raiders were the wild card team and they won the Super Bowl, as you well know, as you're historian, they lost a close game by 3 points up to Washington at Washington, and Washington was the number 1 offense. The previous year, Washington and John Reagan blasted past Don McNeil, scored that touchdown. We all remember that thing back in I don't want to say old timers, but our seasoned veterans, salted veterans.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so they were the number 1 offense that year going into their second Super Bowl, and they were obliterated in Tampa by a Pirate team, which is the Raiders, 28-9. Now this game, or 38-9, I should say. And so this year, last year we all know that Kansas City won the Super Bowl. They were the number 1 offense going into Tampa in the Super Bowl. And then this is the team that they also beat. They beat them in Tampa, I believe. Kansas City traveled down there, and then they ended up playing them in the Super Bowl, and they lost, 31-9. So both of those teams with the number 1 offense that nobody thought could ever be beaten, lost in the Super Bowl the following year to the team that they beat in the regular season, and they lost that Super Bowl, and they only scored 9 points. Now, don't you find that kind of ironic?
Yeah, actually, and actually a couple different things. I was actually thrown in the pond at the University of Florida because I reminded all of the Dolphin fans that the Raiders beat the team that whooped their ass the previous year, okay, when Washington beat, and it wasn't Marino, because Marino only went to 1 Super Bowl. It was David Woodley. But they beat that Dolphin team. They whooped that ass the previous year, and they were wearing their whites. And then when the Raiders played them, it weren't wearing their whites because we wore our blacks that year. The following year, we whooped that ass. And like you said, 31-9. And so I got thrown in the pond out at the University of Florida. And yes, there are alligators in those ponds. Okay. Wow. So I made sure I was in and out of that water real quick. But right. Being ponded was one of those things that occurred at Gainesville whenever, if it was your birthday, you got thrown in the pond. If there was a special reason, they pissed people off, you got thrown in the pond. So I got thrown in the pond because I reminded the folks. I was going to say, I thought the Broncos have lost 5. I knew that they lost at least 4. And I'm still sick about that Brady as well. Yeah, I said his last name here. Every time you say his name, you got to hit yourself.
Well, my mom was a freshman at college. I used to wear beanies, and if she did something wrong, they threw you in the sulfur spring. But hey, I wanted to just mention to you, just because I think this might be interesting. I don't think Russell Wilson's going to be Russell Wilson for Derek Carr, but one of the things that I'm hearing living in Houston, I'm listening to the Flagship tonight. I don't listen to it that much because it's all Texans, and you can only listen to Texans for so long. Because they repeat the same stuff over and over again. But anyway, the two biggest the franchise players, as we all know, is Deshaun Watson and J.J. Watt. With Mark Vandermeer, who's the person that does the play-by-play for the Texans, says he thinks the landing spot for J.J. Watt's either going to be in Green Bay or Tampa Bay. I want to get your thought about that. And the two teams that he thinks that Deshaun Watson are probably going to go to is either the New York Jets or Miami Dolphins. What say you about that, Captain?
I can see him on the Dolphins. I could also see him on the Jets because the Jets got a lot of collateral with all those picks that they've accrued. You know, basically swap him for Sam Darnold and some picks. You know, or the Texans get Sam Darnold and some picks that I can see. So I can see that. I can see that. I tell you what, if he comes down here to be a local fake pirate, I'll just well, I won't walk the plank, but you know, I always say that I'm not going to kill myself, but I'll probably go postal and take my nice 5.56 out and start, you know, I'll and I'm being facetious here, by the way, folks. So don't call the cops on me.
Yeah, be worried.
Yeah. Call the cops. No, I'm not going to be like Whitman at the Texas Tower. So yeah, I know who Whitman is, the Marine that did all of the mass shooting. You know, he did have mental issues. I think his name was Charles Whitman, by the way, at University of Texas. And so I would think about such things, but it's one of those things where you know how you always have those people that do, like in those comedies, they have like that dream sequence about what they would do. I have the dream sequence where I'm taking the Ruger out and just blowing people away. There you go.
You know what's amazing? When you talk about women, this is an interesting story, and I'll make it really brief. One of my best friends, neighbors, his mother had a brother or a cousin or somebody that was going to University of Texas that Whitman was shooting. And he says he was walked out of the journalism department because that was his major, and he was walking with a friend, and that's when he started, you know, shooting people from the tower, and he actually got hit the leg, I believe, and his friend pushed him to the ground, and they slid underneath his car while this carnage was going on. Then later on, they realized he actually got shot by Whitman that day. So he actually, I think, shot about 21 people, and you know, God bless the people that were injured, but he also killed some people. So he was actually a victim that day. And his friend was thinking fast and just pushed him to the ground and said, "Get under the car. There's something going on up here. We need to get out of this. We're in the sidelines of this maniac."
All right. Well, and again, Steve, it's always good hearing from you, brother, and I appreciate you calling in now.
Take care. We're always thinking about you, Captain, and good health and everything to everybody. And the Raiders are going to be back. I can't wait. You take care, Captain. Have a great night. God bless.
All right. God bless you as well. It's always good hearing from Steve. And like I said, the line is now open. And yeah, Asylum's in here too, man. Good. We're getting a lot of the folks back. I know, and I honestly I apologize that I was actually would have had a promo, but I was working on the intro because I had to have the Northeast Streaming Sports Network thing, and I had to have the you're listening to Captain Jack. And so if you're calling in or now and you didn't see the intro, I will play it as an outro as well. But I had to work on that, and I had to do some cut-ups, and it took me a little bit longer. So at least now that's done. So because it is required again, if you're just joining us. I am a member now of the Northeast Streaming Sports Network, and so I'm glad Rick's in here. I'm glad that the Asylum's in here. I'm glad that Hollywood's in here. Man, it's great. I love seeing everybody, and thank you for being over. And Jerry D, man, Jerry D. You know, when and James was in here, James Farrell, the postman, he got mad. Now, James, I love. And again, nothing. Whenever I see Teddy from, all right, Danny Banash is in here as well. There you go. Thank you there. And again, here's a Facebook. It says Facebook user. I don't know. Hello to you as well. That's why I said if you're on Facebook, please come to YouTube because you see where it says Facebook user. I don't know who you are. And I'd love to talk to you personally. And Danny Banash, thank you for coming over. Giants. And Danny, thank you for Danny watches the Northeast Streaming Sports Network. That much I know, because I got that information from also when LPG was on. Danny was talking about LPG. Danny, thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate that as well. Giants fan. Make sure, and we have, like I said, you can be a part of the show. It's been 90 minutes. I'm going to do 2 hours tonight, providing we got some people to call in. Okay, providing we got some people to call in, and I'm going to take a quick look because again, I have to do this only because, and Don Webb was doing this as well. Is hopefully I won't get an extra sound on that. Okay, so yeah, we are watching here. So that I'm doing live. Let me go over here. Oh wow, that's awesome. 20. We got 29 thumbs up. I like that. Thanks everybody. I appreciate the thumbs up there. I really do appreciate the thumbs up there. Michael DeSanta, hey, thanks, Mike. I appreciate you being here, brother. Very optimistic. From let me put this up for and G Mike is in here too. Wow. Got Neil, got G Mike, and thanks for coming over, Rick. As I stated, Mike the Santa. Thank you there. I appreciate that, Mike. I'm ready. I'd love to hear from some more people. We were talking about my Flyers losing in overtime, but that I admit that. We were talking about no, G Mike, you'll have to like if you got a new leg, that I guess that's a good thing, because again, I would you actually then you could pull off the pirate thing. You can dress as a pirate with a prosthetic. I always said that and again, I'm not making fun, but I always said that if I ever had, issues with my diabetes and I had to have my leg taken off, I would have a pirate peg leg and I would rock it. So again, but congratulations on your new leg there, G Mike. And thank you for Rick coming in. Remember, I'd love to hear from you. Line is open, 813-699-0834. We were talking about the Carson Wentz trade. I didn't put anything else on TV. That was the last thing I saw was the Flyers losing. And but they lost in overtime, so at least they got a point. I will say that. At least they got a point. Let's see what else is on TV. But again, okay, so let me put this up. So Danny in New England, and I'm a Giants and Mets and hockey Rangers. Well, Danny is happy the Rangers won tonight. They beat my Flyers. Wow, that's unique though. Giants, okay. Mets got that. Normally it's Giants and Yankees because I think most of the New Yorkers, but they have that split. Rangers and the Lakers. Well, I will say one thing about Danny is that at least he doesn't spend time being a Knicks fan because they're going to suck as long as they have that same ownership. As long as their ownership remains the same. And actually, the Nets are playing the Lakers, so we'll put that on. But the worst owner in basketball is the owner of the Knicks, bar none. So again, if you are watching on YouTube, and again, if we are up to 94 people. Yeah, and Greater Neil says as well, go to YouTube. The audio is better. The video is better. I swear, and that's why I put it here. I'll put the comment up, but I also put it right here for the banner. If you're on Facebook, get over to YouTube. And there's a couple reasons why, obviously. the best reason is that let me get I got to get the comment off. But the best reason is that if you are over there and you can apply for the super chat and super sticker, a $5 entry will get you a entry into the Captain Jack quest for treasure or pirate booty. Not my booty, but treasure booty. And it's if you go over to YouTube, you get that. Oh, there you go. John Gruden's here. Okay, I'll put that in there. Good to see you there, John. I'm putting the why wasn't it? Well, it's slow. Okay, yeah, I'm the Raiders king. There you go, John Gruden. Good to see you as well. Thank you for coming aboard there, John Gruden. But again, if you're over on Facebook and you use the super chat, super sticker, and right now we are at 94 people. When I get to 100 that are in the drawing, and I went through it today, I have what is it? I have a Damon Arnett jersey as a prime prize. I have the Fred Biletnikoff signed pick. That is a prime prize. I have the Jack Daniels Las Vegas Raiders prize pack as a prime prize. And I have a bunch of other stuff. There's other jerseys. Yeah, let me see. They're older jerseys, but they're, older jerseys there. I got I think I saw a Casper in there. I think I saw a these I've had for a while. Carson Palmer jersey in there, I think. Brand new. They're still in the bag, so they haven't been worn. I'm giving out jerseys as one of the things. There's other Raider prize things. And then if you're not a Raider and good, we got Scream. We got Scream coming in. There you go. Hang on. Let's put Raider Scream on. Raider Scream, how you doing, brother? What's going on with you tonight?
Yeah, I'm Jack, bro. What's happening with you, man?
Yeah, there you go. What's up with you?
We survived the issue here in Central Texas pretty good here in my household, but a lot of other families been out there struggling.
Right.
As well.
Right, and I said that keep some prayers out for Texas. I know I said Demon King's out there. I know that and hi to the family over there. This is Raider Scream, if you guys don't know, and hello to Franklin Clinton, who just came in as well, and John Gruden. Keep obviously some prayers out for folks that now, and obviously Texas has got most of the issues, but there are plenty of people that are cold right now, and they are suffering. So again, it was a humongous winter storm for everybody. And again, it's easy for me to say this. Yes, I'm in Florida. It was like 80 something degrees out today. It's February. I get it. But there you go. I want to make sure that all the people, like I said, you and Homer and China and Raiders Steve and Demon King, Jason Dean, all of those people that are in Texas, I mentioned Homer. I hope I didn't forget Homer. And then, even the folks that are up in the plains, because I know that even Asylum is up there in, Kansas, Missouri area. I know it's not warm there either. So there you go. Asylum is there.
It was just different, man. If I can get a moment, Captain, what they dealing with, like in Kansas and Missouri, like those states stay used to that. Texas, we're not used to this.
No,
so
I got you.
I don't think the political system was ready for it. I don't think the water companies, the electrical. I don't think the families, most importantly, I don't think nobody was really ready for it. I mean, me, after doing 20 years in the military, I mean, I'm a preparer, so like I was prepared since COVID, So I don't know, man. Just I show big respect and much love out to all the Raider Nation. families, of course. I mean, a lot of my affiliations, you know, and that goes on, but respect and love to them as well. But those that have 80-degree weather, I mean, they go through different natural disasters too, you know. So it's just, this one just hit Texas by surprise.
Yes.
You know, and that's all you gotta do is just be prepared, you know, like the dude Scar in the movie against Mufasa and Simba, The Lion King, one of my favorite movies. Like, just be prepared, because you never know how or when you know, threat is gonna come at your doorstep.
Right. Well, now let me ask, what's the weather report for the weekend? Is it going to get any better? Hopefully it will.
Yes, sir. Bro, we're planning on having a weekend that should be one for the month of February, you know, and we close it out and everything should melt off. Hopefully all through Texas, and then hopefully by Monday, these kids that have been going to school, like my son, been going to school all through COVID. And thankfully, like their education system did very well, you know, but I pay attention, you know what I'm saying, to every move that they make and every, you know the song.
Yeah.
And then just melt, because it's bad, because there's a thin layer of ice, then there's the snow, and now the snow is compacted with a thick layer of ice. So people that get out there and they think that they're gonna move around, they're not gonna move around the way that they think they're gonna move around.
Right. And I know Black Guy said, I saw that big accident that was there. And Jerry D, thank you for being here. I definitely, you got to run. It's always good hearing from Jerry D. I see some new folks. Casey Fox, thanks for coming in as well. And I talked about Mike DeSanta. So again, I appreciate everybody being over here, or folks that are new or folks that are not new. I just love everybody here. But again, having the ice and the snow and the compact, and it's very dangerous. And that's why I want to make sure that everybody is taking care of themselves, for sure.
Yeah, you know me, Captain Jack, you know, I'm going to throw some University of Georgia out there for the Bulldogs. My American Bulldog that I just got on December 23rd, he went through 2 little weather storms here in Texas in his little couple days of life. And he'd be flying around trying to take a piss out back, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But like,
I mean, I'm not laughing at I'm just laughing at the thought of the dog, he was not used to it, sliding around. I'm not laughing at a dog going through cold, so I'm not mean like that. I just had the visual there, Scream. I know that you knew I wasn't being mean.
No, I know you wouldn't, and I don't think that way. I'm trying to paint the picture, Captain, because, I study psychology, bro, to the fullest. So I put up, like, thankfully I got power, and I've had power the whole time. That's why I told Raider Nation brothers and sisters or other affiliations that I'm with. I mean, they can come here and on this note for UGA, we hunker down.
There you go. Now I got to ask you, because you're talking about your dogs there. You're talking about your dogs. Are the dogs going to make it back in the FCC East? I got to ask.
Well, man, I don't know, man. Like, I'm like, I'm not gonna say I'm a virgin to NCAA football. It's just I just started paying attention like 4 or 5 years ago now, and it's because of the rapid flow in the NFL. And the NFL's Raider Nation, just the Raiders, is what I feed off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the way that I live my life and raise my children, and I've been doing that. This year in September will be 3 decades. I've been raising kids. So, I mean, I ain't no young joker to this, but I ain't no old joker to this, you know. It's just it is what it is. And then but like I had to pay attention because Justin Fields, if Justin Fields would have stayed with us and Jake from State Farm, if he went on to Buffalo to be a backup or third option quarterback, and then we would have had Justin Fields, we would have beat everybody in the whole. We would have won the whole thing with Justin Fields if he was at UGA.
Yeah, I mean that was a big loss.
I know, and then the backup quarterback, I was like, I had to ask Raider NC Square, you know, Akil. We met him once or twice, and he been a Georgia Bulldog for way longer than me, because he was born out of Atlanta, and he was like, bro, we had to do it. We had to let him go. I was like, bro, no, we didn't. But, I mean, with the politics involved, I guess, and then the young quarterback, it's going to make Justin Fields top 10, I'd say. I mean, probably top 5 draft pick. So, I mean, he's just trying to boost his family. So that's understandable as a young man that he is always to make sure that the family is better off after we leave than before we arrive, you know?
I got you. Well, I tell you what, Scream. First off, I want to say thank you for calling in. It's always great hearing from you, and we appreciate you being here. And again, I will try to be on more often, but I'm going to open it up for everybody else. But again, prayers to everybody in Texas, and glad that you're staying warm and you have hit the elements and you're surviving, brother. And I appreciate that.
For sure, brother. I appreciate you, and it's good to see you back on. I don't know when everybody jumps on. My memory lost from the decades served. But if y'all send me a private message or just reach out, Raider Scream and family, Raider Scream solo. Just scream Raiders. You know, and
Scream,
we're gonna be all right.
Yeah, I apologize, partner, and it's not you. It's that if I did that to everybody that said, "Hey, let me know when you're on," I would never have a show, because by the time I got all the messages out, I wouldn't have the show, because it'd be like 3 hours of sending out reminders, and then they're like, "Oh shit, I don't have no time for the show." So. It's just, if you follow up on YouTube, and again, I'm going to be doing this where I'm pushing it to Facebooks, and I tell people when it pops up on Facebook to come over to YouTube, and hopefully you'll get a chance. You'll get something either via Facebook or YouTube or Periscope for Twitter, and we'll go from there. And hopefully somebody will let you know that I'm on, because I will try to do it better.
For sure, man. I got you, Captain Jack. I understand the method behind the madness, bro.
You got it. Hey, but again, stay warm and be well over there.
All right, man. Y'all be easy. Take care.
All right. You take care, brother. Good hearing from you.
All right, now.
All right. That's Scream, Raider Scream down in Texas. Okay. Rocky Truck. Okay. Well, thanks, Rocky. I appreciate that. Many accounts. Love the follows. Love the follows. And like I said, appreciate anybody that comes in and subscribes. And it is warming up good. It's almost to the 30s, and whoa, that is a friggin' that is a hot front going in there. Yeah, there you go. Shorts and tank. I agree, man. If you went from negative 35 to in the high 20s. You know, good for you, man. I mean, it's again, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Again, but I say this. I live in Florida for a reason. I do. I live in Florida for a reason. I don't like the cold. And, you know, I had a job here waiting for me. And that's one of the reasons why I went here. I love the weather. Summers suck, but as long as you're in air conditioning, it's not bad. So, you know, I try to make sure that that happens here. Okay, good. Yeah, I was going to say, with the warm front going in, and Mickey, was that Mickey Delaney? Yeah, nice to see you as well, Mickey. I'm doing good. Come on over. If you're on Facebook, come on over to YouTube. Better sound quality too. And again, you can enter when you're on the YouTube. When you're on the YouTube, okay? $5 donation via Super Chat or Super Sticker gets you one entry into the captain's treasure chest of prizes. Now, granted, it's lots of Raider stuff. It's lots of Raider stuff, but you know, I think everybody always has a Raider fan. And Sophia's back. I'm glad that she's back. And she's back here on YouTube. Thank you there. Hey to you as well, Sophia. It's been a while, Sophia. I was going to say, I see the pride emblem. So thank you for being back here as well. We have about 10 minutes. 10 minutes before I'm going to close up shop tonight. I'm going to do the 2 hours. Again, we were talking about Carson Wentz. Do I have Tim Brown stuff? Yeah, I got Tim Brown stuff. None of it's available right now for prizes. I'll admit that. I will admit that. I don't have any Tim Brown stuff for prize. I mean, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, where is it? I was going to see if you can see the. Can you? No, you can't see the stuff that's over there. Well, I'll tell you. This is. See over there. Okay. Do you see? There's the Lester Hayes, the Todd Christensen. The Derek Carr sign thing. If you look right over there, that's another. There's a Tim Brown thing over there somewhere. Maybe it's. I can't really. There's a Tim Brown device over there as well, and I know that one of those helmets over there, Danny. See one of those big helmets? I got a Tim Brown large helmet plus some of those mini helmets that are up there. I have a Tim Brown up there too. So I do have that. Yeah, I do have a LaMonica signed. I do have a LaMonica signed helmet. I can't. Is it? I have it either in one of the large helmets, or I know I have his signature. I'm doing okay, Sophia. How are you doing? Yeah, China. I would rather you just called, because the Skype thing locks up my system. I tried working with it, and I know that we had it for all of those different things. I apologize, but I found out that Skype locked up my computer, and it just made it just ended the broadcast. And I'm sorry for saying it, but I'm not going to do it anymore, because it just. What I will do is, yeah. Good night to you as well, there, Neil. Remember, I got you in here for another entry. So I do have the LaMonica Christensen. Well, you saw my Todd Christensen, and I got the Ben Davidson over there as well. And I'm glad that Sophia as well. But again, I hope to have one more call. Let me have one more call before the night's out. Maybe Danny Vinash is. Oh, okay. And Danny's going to be splitting. Danny, you have a good night as well. I'm losing folks to the 11 o'clock thing. I get it. Because I'm leaving at about 11 as well. So thanks again there, Danny, as well. And appreciate everybody that's been here. I appreciate you being here. Again, if you come back the next time, we are at, let me see, 91, 92, 93. We have 94 entries. So 6 more entries will get that big giveaway going. We'll spin the wheel. We'll spin the wheel, and one person's going to get a prize. Let's see who's calling up here. All right. And I'm glad to get a chance to hear from Raider China. Raider China, first off, blessings to you in Texas as well. And I'm glad that, and I'm hoping that you are doing okay, honey. What's going on there with you?
Oh, yeah, we're doing all right, hon. Ice finally melted with the Well, we're all doing all right. We're blessed to have power and stuff.
Good.
And here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, not everybody around us has power, water, and everything. Actually, I'm doing good. I'm a little sore right now because I took Raider at Dakota out this morning and slipped on a patch of ice and fell, and my head bounced on the ice.
Your head bounced on the ice?
Yes, sir.
Ooh. Obviously, are you maybe thinking about maybe going to the hospital? Make sure that you don't have a concussion, because again, well, check on that. Make sure now. Make sure that Danny keeps an eye on you, because again, I don't want you going to sleep and then not waking up, honey. Because trust me, I don't want that to happen.
No, he checked. He said, luckily enough, like I said, one for my what I posted on my page this morning. Luckily enough, one for my brain. That were on my head. It would have been much serious.
Okay.
But yeah, but I'm okay. I'm doing okay. Like I said, I'm just a little sore right now. I have like a little soreness right here on the right side of my neck right now, but everything's good.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you are. I'm glad that you're doing well. And like I said, that I want to make sure that everybody in Texas, well, actually, obviously, I think of Texas because they get the press as far as having the rolling knockouts of power, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, there are a lot of people that are cold. I mean, a lot of people that are cold. And my heart goes out to them, because I don't want,
right.
I don't want anybody to having to deal with the blustery weather that we have.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, every time I go to Walmart, and every time I work I work at Walmart, and I checked all the shelves. It was like fair. We don't have any. Unfortunately, we don't have any trucks coming in until hopefully Monday or this weekend or whatever. But it really sucks when you're having to scramble to go get food, go get necessary stuff, and there's nothing. And my heart hurts for everybody here, and there's absolutely nothing I can do but just pray and make sure me and Danny and Dakota are all okay.
I got you.
Plus I keep checking up on everybody from work to my Raider family, to my family down in Houston, to Danny's family up here. It's crazy.
Gotcha. Now, I tell you now, obviously being where you are you making plans for the Dallas game?
We are, yes.
Okay. By the way, I was going through, I had the Google photos, and it was I had 2,500 of them, and I was trying to get them onto my SD card, and I couldn't do it. So I ended up rolling them over, and I saw the picture of you and I and Danny and Raider Dakota on the picture out in Texas or in Houston. We had that. So I'm just going through all of those memories. So it was really nice to see. I can't wait to see you guys for the game upcoming as well. And Sophia, where are you? Sophia's in Texas as well. Where are you at?
I'm in Cleburne, which is basically outside. It's like 30 minutes outside of Dallas. I mean, outside of Fort Worth. We're on the south. We live on the south side of outside of Fort Worth. That's like I said, it's like, actually I take it back. It's about 30 miles outside of Fort Worth. The south is like it's like between, what am I thinking? It's like, we're like probably between Waco and, between Fort Worth and Waco.
Okay. Now you realize, because I'm not from Texas, I know I've heard of Waco, because I know that's where the Branch Davidian compound was. See, I'm a history person, But as far as where it is in relation to Dallas Fort Worth, I don't know if it's west or north or east.
The Branch Davidian, yeah, because I was in middle school when it happened. I think it's east. I don't know.
Okay.
It's Mount Con- I think it's either west or east. I don't remember. It's been many moons. Like I said, I was in middle school when the whole thing happened. Yeah, it was. I'm not sure because I've been there. My great grandfather took me up there maybe twice, and just saw everything. It was really neat.
Okay, but again, I'm glad that you're feeling better. And again, now I gotta ask, because obviously Danny being both a donkey and a fish fan.
Right.
Okay, so what is Danny thinking about possibly one of his teams picking up that quarterback that's local?
Oh, you're talking about Deshaun.
Yeah,
yeah. That is a good question. We don't know. That's the only drawback. Because I've been hearing Houston's not gonna let him go. That and JJ. Well, JJ, I see JJ going. Everybody's saying he's going to Pittsburgh. Okay, he's going to go to Pittsburgh to go to be with his brothers.
He might, but I think he wants a ring first.
Right, exactly.
So I think that I can see Watt going to Green Bay. I can see him going to Baltimore. I can see him going to Buffalo. Okay,
right?
Because he wants to go someplace where he has an opportunity to get a ring. And somebody was saying that that there was reports of him coming here locally to Tampa, and I'm like, oh my God! It's kind of like when the Lakers had the team. What they had, like Mailman Malone, and he had Gary Payton, and they had Stockton, or it wasn't Stockton. Well, I mean, I don't think Stockton was there, but they had Karl Malone and Gary Payton and a bunch of other ringers, and they still didn't win anything. So I'm hoping that Watt coming to Tampa, I don't think he's going to go to KC. I don't think he's going to go to KC.
I don't think he's going to KC either.
Nah. But I think that the chances of him going to Green Bay or Buffalo or Baltimore are very good.
Mm-hmm. But also, I've been hearing rumors that everybody's saying that he would look good in a Raiders uniform because defense-wise, you can't rely on Max Crosby to do everything by himself.
I agree, and Taco's here. Taco is a Dolphin fan. Maybe Taco will. And this now, China is probably going to be my last caller unless I have another caller bump her out. But and if that happens, that happens. But I really think that I just don't see him as a Raider though. Because again, he wants to win. He wants to win a Super Bowl. And I'm sorry to say this, Raider Nation, I don't see that happening for the Raiders next year. And I don't know if Watt is going to be around much beyond next year. I think the Raiders have a good chance to possibly making the playoffs. And I will say that if you saw the thing with Sharif Salah Khan about the about the Raiders making the playoffs, and the one lady was saying, Gruden this, Gruden that. That was from 2 years ago, and it's the same stuff every year. The Raiders this and the Raiders that, and the Raiders can make the playoff. Yeah, maybe, but I don't think that J.J. Watt is going to be coming to Vegas for the nightlife. No, he wants to go someplace in order to win a ring. Okay,
exactly.
And I don't think the Vegas Raiders have a very good chance of winning a ring right now. Right now.
Right. Now, see, the other thing is, I've been hearing Deshaun's name on there too. I don't know. I'm just saying,
example. If Deshaun Watson comes to Las Vegas, who's gonna be okay? You got Derek Carr, Deshaun Watson. He's gonna fight over the number 1 spot.
Well, no. Deshaun Watson wouldn't come to the Raiders unless Carr is part of the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if Deshaun Watson were to come to the Raiders, it would be a package that would have Derek Carr go to the Texans because, again, he does have that history there with his brother being there. But
right.
Deshaun Watson ain't coming to the Raiders unless Carr goes to the Texans. And remember that I got to see what the cap numbers are. And really, would the Texans trade Deshaun Watson for Derek Carr? And it's going to be a player plus some picks. And I was also thinking that, because I heard that and I can't remember where it was. Oh, I know it was. I was listening to Bear. And Bear was saying that the Panthers were offering up Christian McCaffrey and 3 number 1s. Okay? That is what it's going to take in order to do. That is what it's going to take, a named player and some picks. So if the Raiders were to give up, do the Raiders want to give up Derek Carr and some 1s? I don't know. For Deshaun Watson, maybe. But, I think that the Raiders need to upgrade that damn defense more than anything else.
Yeah, because, like I said again, you cannot rely on Max Crosby to do everything by himself.
Right.
Yes. Defense, every time I look at their defense, the defense looks like crap.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Then I look at the offense. There's nobody covering. Nobody's in the pocket. Nobody's covering Derek Carr because from getting scrambled, from getting his brains knocked out.
Right.
Then what's going on? Come on now. Secondary they need help on secondary. They need help on special teams. They need help basically darn near everywhere.
Got it. So we'll see what happens there.
Right. Yeah, I know. And the Raiders got number 17 in the first round in the draft.
Right. Yep.
So I see some kids coming from. I'm thinking a couple SEC schools and a couple Big 12. Big 12 schools also. Oklahoma mostly. I didn't watch that much college football this season because I'm always at work. Probably they can pick up somebody from either Oklahoma, LSU, Bama mostly. Who else am I thinking? Ohio State University. Anybody. They can pick up anybody because if you want to play solid, if you want to look like a Super Bowl winning team, you need to act like a Super Bowl winning team.
I got you. Okay. Well, I tell you what, and I'm gonna put these last comments up. Silence says Carr and a 2 or 3 first round. Yeah, I see that coming. I don't know anymore. Rolling control. Yeah, okay. And Dwayne was talking about the weather as well. I tell you, and again, I wanna say this to you. Taco, next time, make sure you call into the show, brother, because that would be really good to hear from Taco as well. But here it is. I want to say thank you for calling in there, China, and best to you and Danny and Miss Dakota as well. And please stay safe over there too.
We will.
And as soon as I come back on again, then we'll be more than happy to have other folks, call in and good hearing from everybody as well. But again, you be safe out there, and we'll catch you on the next show as well.
All right. Thank you, hon.
All right. You take care, honey. All right.
Yes, sir.
That was great. Raiderette China. Good to hear from her. And I would Oh, well, I'll tell you, Steve, the number was there. So unless you're calling right now, I'll stay on for one more caller if it's Taco. If it's one more caller for Taco, the number is there. Okay. 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. If you are watching on the Northeast Streaming Sports Network, thank you. A lot of people here are regulars, and I was over there earlier, and we had some people that were watching on that one, either on my channel. Come to my YouTube channel as well. Thank you for streaming over on Northeast Streaming Sports. I appreciate that. I'm going to sign out just to see. Go back over to. I'm going to go back over to Northeast Streaming Sports. Let me see here. Hang on. Let's go back over to Northeast Streaming Sports over on YouTube. So again, I appreciate everybody being here. If you got a why is it? Oh, I see. It's two. I get it. I get it now because there's I'm watching on two different YouTube channels. I appreciate everybody being here. I say that for all those that are here, thank you for being here. And I will be back here again. So Steve, oh hey, I got Celia on here. Thank you there. I got to show this one. Miss Cerna, great seeing you. I'm hoping that you are doing well. And as you can see, it's long. It's long. I always enjoy having Miss Celia on here. Coming in late though. Coming in late, Miss Cell. But I want to thank everybody for being here again. I want to thank Northeast Streaming Sports Network for picking us up, this channel. And I got the heart. I got the heart. And it's great to see you as well. So thank you. So again, folks, if this is your first experience with the channel, with the show, we do call-ins. And that's why I tell all my Facebookers to come on over. I tell folks over there that if you want to be a part of the Captain Jack's treasure chest contest, we're going to need 6 more people. When we get to 100, we'll spin that prize wheel. We'll have one winner, and then we'll spin the prize wheel to get the winner, and then we'll spin the prize wheel to find out what they win. But we'll do that once we get. And again, in order to do that, you got to give the donation, the $5 donation via super chat, super sticker, and eventually I'll get it if Google sends me my friggin' pin so I can tell my pin. And so again, I love giving away prizes, and I appreciate everybody giving the inputs in. But again, I want to thank everybody that's here tonight. We went a little over. Thank you to all my people again, like Steve Taco Chirinos. Hey, buddy, get on over to YouTube. There it is, Captain Jack Rackham Levy. Thank you for being there. And I'm going out, but we're talking sports. We're talking staying warm. This is Florida here. At least I'm in Florida. But I want to thank everybody for being here. Good night, everybody. We'll see you on the next show. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Northeast Streaming Sports, to also the Captain Jack Rackham Levy channel. Make sure you subscribe, ring the bell, so you know when the channel is on. And if you're on Facebook, you'll get a blast on Facebook as well. But come on over and YouTube. It's better. It's better up. And Sophia's going, bye, Kat. Bye, Sophia. You take care as well, hon. And stay warm in Texas. We'll see everybody on the next show. And until then, take care.
You're listening to the Captain Jack Sports Show on Northeast Streaming Sports.